Hello, my loves, and welcome to the Perfume Realm. My name is Manahil, and today I'm going to be sharing fragrances with you guys that are going to have you smelling like a glazed donut a la Hailey Bieber. Now, right before we get started, I just wanted to say if you're interested in joining the Perfume Realm where we chat about perfume and all things fragrance related, I highly suggest clicking the subscribe button down below. If not, that's totally cool. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Now, what I mean by these fragrances that are going to have you smelling like a glazed donut is basically the whole entire glazed donut aesthetic right now, which to me is basically like a your skin but better type of an aesthetic. So when it comes to glazed donut looking skin, it's natural skin that looks healthy, vibrant, and has this really nice glow. When you talk about glazed donut nails, basically it's very natural looking nails with this light glaze, this light glossy, reflective kind of quality to it. And so these fragrances that I'm going to be talking about today are basically skin scents or scents that are a little bit closer to the skin or aren't super dramatic, aren't meant to be, very like in your face or overly bold in any way. Really, it is, like I said, your skin but better. These scents are just going to enhance your natural skin, give you that little extra glow, give you that little extra oomph. So I'm really excited to share these scents with you guys. These are not bad performing fragrances. In my opinion, these fragrances perform incredibly. They're just not meant to be in your face, beast mode type of fragrances. They are that glazed donut type of a vibe. So let's start off with one of the ultimate glazed donut fragrances, in my opinion, and that is Ylang from Martin Micallef. I'm sure if you are, a little bit more familiar with my channel or with the fragrance community, you have come across this niche fragrance before. If not, let me kind of tell you a little bit about it and get you familiar with this beautiful scent. So this scent actually does give me the scent of the glaze on a donut a little bit, because it has this really nice like thin custardy sugary sweet quality, which I really like. This is a very warm golden scent. It drapes your skin in this shimmering beautiful veil. It definitely sits closer. It's more of an intimate fragrance. I feel like a lot of these fragrances that I'm going to be listing are more on the intimate side, so this one definitely sits a lot closer to your skin. It does have the ylang in here. It has this really nice floral quality, but then there's also this nice sweet touch of fruitiness to it, a little bit of like a peachy fruitiness to it. But I will say that the fruits in this scent as a whole are just kind of this melange of different fruits all together. To me, the most prominent peachiness to it that I pick up on. But there's also this nice custardy quality to it too that makes it gourmand. It has this kind of whipped vanilla scent in it as well, and a sparkling quality. I don't know how to explain it, but this scent really sparkles. So if you want that glazed donut vibe, if you have your glazed donut skin going on and your glazed donut nails, and now you need that glazed donut fragrance, this is the ultimate one to go for. It's so pretty and I absolutely love it. Next up, we have Dama Bianca. My goodness, this one is lovely. It is from Xerjoff, from their Casmerati line. This scent is, again, this kind of sweet, gauzy kind of a scent. It has this kind of thin chiffon or gauze-like quality. It's very translucent. It's there, but it's also hard to pinpoint. It has this really beautiful regal and elegant quality to it too, and it's definitely more of that, like, you sniff it and then you want to sniff it some more, like you just want more and more of it. It has this really nice fruitiness, but it's not this overwhelming punch of juicy fruitiness. It's this really nice delicate fruitiness to it that I really like. In the beginning, you have kumquat, you have lime, and then you have these really nice purple florals of lilac and violet going on. The violet in here is so sweet. It's like a Parma violet. It's so sweet and so angelic in a way. I really do love a beautiful violet, and this one just does it really lovely. It also has lily of the valley in it. It has vanilla and brett, white musk, cedar. I have it all written down because it has so many notes in it. I did not want to forget mentioning any of them that really stuck out to me. So the notes that I mentioned, there are a few more, but those are the ones that really stuck out to me. That musk in the end carries really nicely. I feel like the musk in here is used in a very clever way to really aerate the scent and again make it a lot more angelic, and kind of give it that powdery glazed donut effect. Maybe like instead of a glazed donut, more of like a powdered donut. But still, it has that same shimmery, effervescent type of quality that adds an extra glow to your skin for sure. So this is Dama Bianca, a very beautiful scent. The longevity of this one is actually phenomenal. It lasts for a very, very long time. And I would say the projection is moderate. The sillage is minor, but the projection is there. It definitely has a little bit of a projection to it, which is nice as well, at least on my skin. Okay, next up we have a really cool one. This one is called Annabel's Birthday Cake. Now, I bought this thinking it was going to be like a super gourmand, but in my opinion, this is actually a very dialed back gourmand. It's actually done in a very, very well balanced way, and I think that even if you're not a gourmand lover, you can actually like this scent because it definitely has this sweet floral aspect to it that I think really balances out the gourmand aspect. This is not a heavy cake-like scent at all. In fact, I wouldn't really say it has much to do with the cake at all in general. To me, this scent smells like a tea party. Although grass is not listed, I actually smell a little bit of a grassiness to it, which I really love. There's a latex note in here, which is interesting. It's like having balloons at a tea party. But to me, this is actually a very soft scent. Oh, that's why it's in this glazed donut video, because it is a skin scent. It sits a little bit closer to your skin. It's a little bit more on that conservative side, but it adds this beautiful, extra intriguing quality that I really love. It's soft, it's sweet, it's feminine. It's honestly not a very frilly scent. It's not like, although there are a lot of interesting notes listed, which I will read, it really is not overly frilly. I really thought it was going to be this really frilly, fun scent. It is a fun scent, but I actually think it's a lot more refined than it is fun, which I quite like about it. So there is sugar in here. The sugar is very apparent to me. It's more like a powdered sugar than like a crystal, very crystallized sugar. There's latex, there's lemon. The lemon definitely comes through. It's this really bright, zesty, beautiful lemon that I really like with a little bit of that sugary quality, so it's not too much on that sour or tart end. There's a very beautiful, soft heliotrope in here, which I think really adds to the your skin but better property, because heliotrope is one of those very soft, not very bold, not very in your face, almost skin-like scent to it. Heliotrope doesn't smell like skin. It's not like an animalic type of a thing. But it has this kind of softness that you could maybe associate with skin in a way. There's also the cupcake note in here. There's rose petals. You can smell the rose petals. There's whipped cream. To me, it's a very airy whipped cream. There's honeycomb. The honeycomb, it's a kiss of honey. It's not a very strong honey, but you can pick up on it, which I really love. There's cacao in here as well as tonka. So this is a lovely fragrance, and I think it is definitely a glazed donut scent. All right, so next up on this list, we have Molton Brown's Milk Musk, and this is a comfort scent. For me, oh my God, is this a comfort scent? It is this veil of milk musk. It's literally a milky musk. It is soft, a little bit powdery, a little bit milky, not creamy, but milky. It has like a thinness to it too. It has a fresh quality to it. It's airy. It's very, very filtered and soft and just gentle and cozy. Honestly, this is a phenomenal fragrance, and I think that it needs to be talked about a lot more. Um, for a lactonic scent, this is not one that is going to make you uneasy or kind of get your stomach unsettled, because some lactonic fragrances can be like that. The milkiness is a little bit too, it can kind of lean almost like vomit like. It could be a little bit nauseating. I don't think that this is one of those type of lactonic fragrances. I personally love lactonic fragrances, but there are some, for example, like This Is Her, which make me feel uneasy and nauseated. Like it literally upsets my stomach. This is not one of those scents, and I honestly think that it is actually quite a lovable fragrance. I think that it is a lot more approachable than a lot of other lactonic centric fragrances can be. I think that it is definitely approachable because it does have that kind of powdery quality to it that adds a lift to it so that it's not, uneasy or unsettling. So I do love that. It has it's just the perfect name. It is Milk Musk. The musk is very bright, very white, very clean. But it does also have a little bit of uh, worn feeling to it. So it is a clean musk, but it's not like a sanitized or sterile musk. It does have a little bit of this nice warmth and worn out quality to it that rounds it out and makes it very soft and endearing. So this is a very beautiful fragrance, and definitely one of those glazed donut scents. All right, next up we have my favorite nighttime fragrance. This is Van Cleef & Arpels Orchidée Vanille. This is a beautiful vanilla scent. When I first smelled it, when I first ever smelled it, I remember I was not taken by it, but it has now become a staple in my collection, and it will be a repurchase for me. If I ever get through this bottle, I will definitely be repurchasing it. It's a very beautiful, light and bright vanilla with this mandarin in it, which is just the perfect combination with this type of vanilla. This nice, zesty, mandarin, they just come together so beautifully in such a harmonious way. And it's bright, it's a little bit sweet, but not too sweet, in a very like balanced way. It's extremely elegant, it's extremely elevated, a very graceful and tender scent. And it also has this beautiful floral quality. It's a floral vanilla. It's not a cooking vanilla. It's a very floral vanilla, so that it is not a heavy gourmand. I would not initially say it's like a very gourmand type of a scent. There's also this kind of papery quality to it. There's no papyrus listed, I don't believe, but to me there's this kind of papery parchment feel to this scent that I just always have associated with this fragrance. And to me, it smells like you sprayed this beautiful floral vanilla with a little bit of mandarin in the pages of a book and left it in that book for a while. And that's what I kind of get when I say that papery quality. It is, oh my God, I get really happy. When I smell it, like something happens to me. Like I get butterflies in my stomach when I smell my fragrances. Like they're just so pretty. They just make me so happy. So anyways, this is definitely a glazed donut. You take an ordinary donut, you add a little bit of that glaze. You didn't add anything crazy. You didn't add anything over the top. You just added this beautiful gloss on top, and it just elevated it. And that's what it does to your skin. This sits closer to the skin for sure, but it does have really good performance. I still think that the performance is great. It's not beast mode, but it does the job that it's supposed to do. And I don't think I would love this as much if it was a beast mode in your face type of fragrance. It would take away from the type of scent that this is, in my opinion. All right, so our next glazed donut fragrance. This one is going to be, of all the glazed donuts, this one might be like that center one, that the first one when you open a box of donuts, the one you're like, oh, that's the one I want. that's the one. So this one is a little bit more of a standout one, but it is from Fragrance de Bois, and it is Oud Orange Intense, or Oud Orange Intense. I always say orange just to be a little fancy, but my goodness, is this a work of art? It has an orange, like fruity smell to it with this light kiss of the most approachable, beautiful, but true oud. It's not an overly animalic oud, but that's because of how restraint the hand was when creating this scent. You know, like it was restraint. It wasn't just like pouring a bunch of oud. It was just this kiss of oud that just adds this incredible depth and intrigue and mystique to this scent. It's like, wait, this is this really beautiful, sweet, gauzy chiffon like scent, but then there's this thing to it. There's this anchor to it that just makes it so much more appealing. What could it be? And it is oud. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? It's a vanilla. Okay, to me, it's like orange cream soda, which is my favorite type of float personally. So it's like an orange cream soda. You've got the orange in it, and then you've got this like vanilla, fizzy vanilla frothy scent, and then you have that kiss of oud in it, and that's like the best way I could describe this scent. So this is a beautiful glazed donut scent for sure. It is one of those perfect, like these are like really good honeymoon scents or intimate fragrances, because they are, again, they sit closer to your skin, and there are the ones that like the person that is smelling it, you are allowing them to smell you. You are allowing them into this vicinity. Like they should be so thankful that you are letting them into this near of a radius to you. You know what I mean? Like, wow, like they should be honored to be able to smell this glazed donut fragrance on you. So, all right, moving on. This one is a more affordable fragrance, and this is from MAC. It is Creme de Nude. I really, really like this scent. This one adds a little bit of an animalic quality. So this has neroli, it has vanilla, it has ambrette, it has musk in it. But what I really love is the suede note. It has this beautiful, soft, high quality suede note to it that just makes it smell so supple and rich, and it makes your skin smell supple and rich, like a really fine suede is being worn by you with a little bit of your like body chemistry coming through. Like what I really love is that this scent plays with your body chemistry, and your natural scent kind of peeks through a little bit and plays really well with the scent, which I like. There is a little bit of an animalic, or not dirty nature, but a little bit of an indolic feel, you know? It's not an indolic scent, but it does have that kind of like a little bit dirty like of a scent too. It's not like super clean, and I really like it. It is, again, a your skin but better type of a scent. I think it has a little bit more of a mature feel to it, but it's not vintage in any way. This is a very modern fragrance in my opinion. I don't think it's super vintagey smelling at all, but it does have a more mature feel to it because of the suede, you know? Like you don't picture suede on a child, you know, at least for me. So I really like this scent, and it is definitely a glazed donut fragrance. Just like, honestly, like MAC Creme de Nude lipstick, the shade in general, I think it's kind of like a your lips but better type of shade on some people. It's a nude lipstick, so of course it matters what your skin tone is and how it's going to look on you. But I think for some people, it really is just that like glazed donut lipstick color. So just think of the perfect nude lipstick on you, on your skin tone, and how that can make you, and not a matte one. Don't think of a matte lipstick. Think of like a cream sheen formulation from MAC, or just like even a gloss, like the perfect nude gloss, how that makes you feel like a glazed donut. That's how this perfume is going to make you feel. All right, so next up I have, this is La Vanilla's Vanilla Coconut, and this scent is super pretty. It definitely has a little bit of that Play-Doh vanilla, so if you cannot stand that, you will find a little bit of it in here, but it's done so well. And I really do love the coconut in here too. This is such a nice sweet powdered sugar, like powdered coconut sugar scent. It's literally like adding a nice little layer of sugary coconutty vanilla on you. It's really nice. It even has a little bit of like a lotiony feel to it, like a lotiony smoothness to it, which I really like. And I think that this would actually pair really well with that popular EOS vanilla cashmere lotion. It's one of my favorite lotions and it smells so, so good. And I actually think that these two pair really, really well with each other. My lotion's upstairs. I'm not about to go run up and get it, but I think that they would actually pair really well. But this is a really great Your Skin But Better glazed donut scent. It adds a little something extra, a little extra sweetness to you, but it's not like sugary sweet. It's not like tooth achingly sweet. It is very sweet, but in a very mild way, like in a very rounded way, so it's not saccharine. And I think that's what the coconut is doing. I think the coconut helps it from just becoming like a simple sugary kind of a scent. And to me, honestly, like if there is any sweetness, it's more like a brown sugar sweetness than like a white sugar. So it has a little bit more of a depth and richness to it, which I really like. It's a warm scent. It's very pretty. I really enjoy this one. So vanilla coconut from La Vanilla. All right, last but not least, we have Notee Vanille, and this one is also from Martin Micallef. We started off with a Martin Micallef scent. We're going to end with it. This is a very beautiful vanilla fragrance. Although the notes for this scent are not what I get. Like the notes in the scent have like cognac listed and rum listed. And to me, it's really not that much of a boozy scent at all for me. It really does smell like the glaze of a donut. So it's this kind of like melted sugar or melted sugary vanilla kind of a scent. I really don't get a deep booziness to it. This is a very like translucent, transparent, crystalline vanilla that I really love and appreciate, but it's not the deep vanilla that I hear some people talking about. I'm like, that's not what I'm getting with this. And my bottle has had a chance to macerate. It's even like turning dark and everything. But for me, it's more of this really, really delicate, very delicate whisper of vanilla. It's probably the most delicate fragrance out of all of the ones that I've talked about in this video. This is like the most skin scent of the skin scents. It's like that restraint, that quiet. It's a whisper. It's like barely there, but it is there. And it's very mystifying. I really like it because you can't really quite put your finger on it. So like if you're wearing like a wedding dress, you know those like illusion necklines? That's what this reminds me of, like an illusion neckline. It's barely there, but it is there. It has structure. It adds form to the dress and everything. It adds a little something to you as well. There's a reason they added, that illusion neckline and everything. But at the same time, it's not like the center of attention, this show-stopping applique detailing or anything crazy like that. It's just this illusion, this whisper. It's really, really beautiful. But yeah, those are all of my glazed donut fragrances. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it would be fun. I really enjoyed sharing these scents with you because they are a very unique category of fragrances in my collection. And I think that we often give a lot of spotlight to these beast mode, loud, sometimes barbaric scents. And sometimes it's nice to give a little time to these really nice subtle scents that are just as, in my opinion, intriguing, just as exciting, but in a very different way. And in fact, I feel like they're very sensual because of that as well, because it's so hard to really grasp them. They're like in your hands, but they're not. You can't really fully get a hold on them. So anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. If this is posted before Valentine's Day, I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. If it's posted after, I hope you have had an incredible Valentine's Day. Even if you didn't have a Valentine, you have yourself, and I hope you gave yourself a lot of self-love and appreciation. And I appreciate you all for joining. Don't forget to click the subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, and also to check out my Instagram page, which is perfume.realm. Love you guys. Bye.